Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Bareham Engines. And today is another technical vid, only one little bit of moaning. So everyone, we are on the milling machine today and we have another Cosworth block. So this is the block that is over, it's Matthew's block that's over there that we've got to do the 6 long studs, which we've done already. And we've turned the block over and we're going to do the oil jets. So I'm not sure whether I've done this in a previous video. I may well have done, so if I have, I apologise, but it's not going to hurt to run you through it again. So the idea of this, now originally you've got on the 4-wheel drives, you've got the oil pickup pipe that runs down to the oil pump, and it's got the built-in sort of bar that looks like it's brazed to the original pickup. It's got the spray jets either side that squirt oil up to the base of the pistons. So in the later Escort Cosworths, didn't know whether you knew, but they do have the oil jets built into the base of the block that go directly into the main oil gallery, which is down here. So what we're doing is just replicating that. The advantages with that is obviously the spray jets go straight from the main oil gallery and you can basically aim them wherever you want at the piston. It's a more direct, more accurate way of cooling the base of the piston. So that's what we do. Another advantage is we can do away with that spray bar setup on the pickup, which those pickups now with the spray bars are very expensive because obviously they're an original item, you can't get them. So you can normally get like 250, 300 quid for them if you're lucky. So all you have to run is just a direct, like a Pinto pickup pipe. And slightly modified mind, which are obviously a lot cheaper. Then because you're running that and you haven't got the lid that directs oil into the spray bar like the original, you can basically run a WRC, which is basically a high pressure Pinto pump, which is obviously a lot cheaper, about 60 quid as opposed to 200 odd quid. So what's involved? Now what we do is the new method, BMW All Jets. Now this is the part number, this is the bag, so you go to BMW, buy them direct if you want. They work out about 30 quid a piece, and this is what you get for your money. So nice little simple item. The advantages with this one is you've got one 8x1 threaded banjo bolt and your oil jet there. Now that is a 16mm diameter. The advantages with this is because it's got no locator tab, simplifies the machining process. So all you've got to do is put down a 16mm end mill, but we use a slot drill because I just find slot drills cut a lot nicer with these. So that's the one we've done, modified at the top so it goes into a 3-jaw chuck. I know a lot of you are going to comment down saying I would not do that, that's ridiculous. But I do it, it just saves changing over the chuck. As I say, just cuts down the machining process and it works absolutely fine. So we've got a centre drill here, a 6mm centre drill, and then we have the 7mm long series drill. So obviously 8x1 is 8, take away the 1 pitch is 7mm, and that's the tapping drill. So that's all we need, guys. And then obviously your 8x1 tap, which is down there. So what we do is, first of all, we've got a drawer in here which has kindly been sent to us years ago from Julian Godfrey's. Now this it's a bit complicated because it's got sort of machining for different oil jets and whatever, but what we do is, here you can see it's got the main oil gallery centre, okay? So that's the one that runs across there. So what we do first is I put a long series drill in the chuck, obviously I clock the block and make sure that the block is dead level that way, so we're not sort of like this, all right? So when we're running the chuck over the oil gallery, it does stay in line all the time. Then what I do is come to the far end, I stick in the long series drill and basically line up with the centre of the oil gallery, which is there, or at the other end there, okay? Right to the centre. Then what we want to do is move our drill 2mm towards the bores, okay? So what that means is you will be drilling and tapping basically over there. You'll be drilling and tapping not in the centre of that hole, but 2 millimeters over to this way, and that will bring the thread right up to the far edge. So it's still, you still get a full thread and a full amount of oil going into the jet, but it just brings those jets forward 2 millimeters. Okay, so that's the first thing we do. Next thing we do, as you can see by this drawing, now this is not a dead set thing, but it's just basically a good position to put these jets, so you can aim them away from the com rod, down the skirt, and you're basically not intruding in anything. So what we do is we find the centre off the main, okay, and we move 13.8 over, and then from that 13.8 we've zeroed, and to do the next one will be 102 millimeters from centre to centre. So we find the centre of there, 13.8 is your zero there, and then 102 is that one there. So you can see I spot face there with the slot drill, and the same on this one. And you can see that is zeroed over there, so we know where we are. So first of all we do those two, and then what we do is we find the centre of this one here, move over 13.8, zero it, and then 102 to do this one here. Okay guys, so next step is to put your centre drill in. So I do them from now one at a time. Okay, so centre drill, then you run your drill down all the way into the oil gallery, and then it's your tapping drill. Now to get the tapping drill centre, because it's not a long series tapping drill, what I want to do is make sure that we're drilling and tapping dead at 90 degrees to the base, and the reason for that is if you do it a bit on the piss, it's not going to clamp that thing square, because this is reliant on a face-to-face fit with that machining down the bottom and also your banjo on the top. So what I do there, and now again a lot of you guys who are machinists are going to say this is not the correct way to do it, but this is the way I do it and it does work. You see you've got a spot in the middle of the tap. So what I do is put this 45-degree tool in there, and that sits nicely in that dimple in the top of that tap. Well guys, thumbnail and title time. Hope you're enjoying today's technical video on the machining for the oil squirters, guys. As I say, I'm going to try and do more technical stuff. Now I'm feeling a bit more upbeat after me counselling. But what is it he's got to whinge about today, you're probably thinking. Well, today, guys, we're still, like the last video, we're still on the subject of friends and doing work for friends. Now, I'm going to use this one as a little example, which really, really gets my goat, if that is such a saying. So, I hate it when friends, basically, or people that have become your friends, you know, everyone that comes in this door seems to be your friend, which is great. We like to build a relationship up with our customers, but it's just funny how everyone's your mate when they want a bit of a favour. So, add a mate with a motorcycle, motocross bike, again, wanted me to do a little bit work on the barrel, etc. Wanted me to bore it, face it, this, that, the other. I do the work, he asks me for a bit of a favour, gets me even running around, so now he wants me to take it home and deliver it up to his address, etc. So I'm now doing a bit of running around, just trying to get me money back once I've done it. He has it back, he says, I've only got X amount. So I've dropped it off, he gives me cash, I'll have to owe you the 50 quid. Gets the bike running, etc. Then he has other problems with the bike is then no longer running, and he don't want to pay me. And next thing, when I'm sort of messaging him, sort of asking for the money, he blanks me, or I'm a bit of an arse. It's like, I don't understand this. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing the bloke a favour. I'm trying to run a business. Yes, he's a mate. I'm doing him a favour by running it around. He shortchanges me on the cash, and then he does me out of another 50 quid. And not only that, but this was, bear in mind, this was about a year and a half ago. About a month ago, he messages me, got another job for me. I mean, I ain't going to do it, am I? If he ain't paid me for the first 50 quid, the trouble is the first 50 quid to him is all forgot about, innit? Hey? Well, that's it. I haven't forgot about it, guys, and it really, really pees me off. So, whether you aren't a mate, one, don't get me doing the running around. I don't mind if I have to sort of take a barrel home and you come pick it up from me. I'm not going to run around dropping it off for you, but please just pay me the amount that the invoice was for. Do you know what I mean? It just seems like with mates, they feel like they can shortchange or just give you whatever they feel the job's worth. And one thing they don't like is VAT. They hate that. But then I'll put that in a previous video, ain't I? People, how much for cash? The same as with the VAT. That's how much for cash. Actually more, because it costs me time to go to the bank and bank the cash. It costs me money that. So more money for the cash, all right? I'd rather you just come here, pay on card, or backs it, even better, backs it over to me, then you can have the job. And come and pick it up, because I can't be bothered to drop it off at your house. But yeah, that's my little rant, guys. I'm sorry about that. It's just my little 3 minutes. Hope you have a great weekend. So all I do is I just pull down the chuck, put a little bit of weight on there, not much, and just hold that down whilst turning the tap with this spanner until we go all the way through. And that's, you'll feel that just sort of pulling down as the chuck lowers down with it. If you don't, that tap's going to wobble everywhere. Now, as I say, I know a lot of you are going to say this isn't the proper way to do it, but that's the way I do it, and it does work. So we've done that one, guys. We're going to just remove that tap now. So just unwind that gently. You know what I'm like. I like to do things just a little bit incorrectly, so it gives everyone something to moan about. And there we go. You can see that thread now. We've got a good 5 or 6 threads in there, and that runs directly into the oil gallery. So that's what we do. Now we're going to move over 102 to here, guys. We're going to centre drill it, we're going to drill it, and then we're going to re-tap it. And then go over, find the centre of here, 13.80, and then your 102 over here. So it's as simple as that, guys. So you can see that I've done that one there, guys, and I've put an All Jet in this first one just to show you exactly how it ends up. So now we can basically point that jet wherever we want it to go in the skirt of the piston, and that is sitting 2 mil from the centre of that main oil gallery. So job's a good one. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and Friday evening. We're going to the fair tonight with my kids, and the Barnstable Fair's on. But yeah, until Monday's video, have a great one, guys. See you later. Cheers.